Good Saturday morning, friends. It's me, Terry Lambertson. This is what I have for you today. Oversharing is often more than just a habit. It can be a coping mechanism born from pain, fear, and unmet emotional needs. For many of us, it starts with a belief that we have to prove our worth through openness, or that if we don't reveal enough of ourselves quickly, we'll lose the chance to connect. Trauma can wire us to panic in silence and overcompensate with too much honesty. But oversharing doesn't always come from fear alone. Sometimes it comes from a place of deep vulnerability. We finally feel safe or hopeful, and we open the floodgates, unsure of how to place the sharing of our story. Sometimes, in the rush of being seen, we forget that not every moment calls for full exposure. Vulnerability is powerful, but when unguarded or uncontained, it can leave us feeling raw, regretful, or even rejected. Healing begins when we realize that vulnerability is a strength, but it also needs protection. We are allowed to take our time. We are allowed to hold parts of ourselves back while still being authentic. Our stories deserve safe, compassionate spaces, not just any open ear. The resolve is this: I no longer need to overshare to be valid. I can pause. I can ask myself, is this safe? Is this necessary? Is this kind to myself? And in that pause, I begin to build the boundaries I never had the chance to learn. With self-awareness and support, I can share with care, protect my peace, and still be deeply connected. Wow. Okay, so oversharing was a real thing with me, and I get reminded of it when I go through my Facebook memories. I came into Facebook. Facebook had probably been around 5 years or more by the time I got on board. And in those very early days, as you can imagine, it was so exciting. I was reconnecting with friends from elementary school, junior high. I was reconnecting with family because by this point in time, I had been living on the East Coast for 7 or 8 years. So there was family that, I hadn't been to any of the family functions for at least that long. And it was all really exciting. And in my Facebook memories, I come up with a post from my brother where you cannot believe how angry this man is, because I'm ducking up his feed. I cleaned that up for y'all. And and he's just so angry about it. Come on, friends. It's Facebook. It's not all that serious. And then there's another one from my sister, talking about how Facebook is going to start charging people for oversharing. but the thing of it is that I was so excited, and I was finding so much good stuff to repost that I could not really help myself. And instead of people, allowing me to enjoy this this newfound, I don't know, hobby, entertainment, whatever, yeah, they were stepping all over me. Look, don't take somebody who loves to sing, even though they might not have the prettiest voice, and be the person who makes them not want to do it anymore. Don't be the person who takes somebody with a quirky sense of fashion, and 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 make them feel ugly in their outfit. You know, it's just right. And I'm not saying oversharing is a good thing. It's not a good thing, and I've had to learn to reel it in. But it has its place. You know, if you're doing it because you just you just got to get it out. You know, yeah. Can we just be kind to each other? All right, you guys. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend, and I will be back with you next Monday for another Joyce Meyer devotional. I'll see you then, friends. Bye now.